social conditioning, so much stimulus coming at you all day, every day. You're falling into judgment, comparing yourself to other people. You're falling into judgment, judging yourself against your own progression. But those are all just pitfalls. If you were by yourself alone, going into uncharted territory, there's no one else whose merit you can judge yourself off of. You don't even know what the final outcome is. And there's so much abundance in the world that there's no reason for you to not think that your own specific way of getting to the end goal is the right way. Thus, why aren't you enjoying your adventure, your story, the day in the life of you, moment to moment? This life movie, why are you dwindling it down and watering it down to be something any less? Just worrying about the end. Well, how can I get to the end faster? Are you trying to fast forward through your life? Are you really not that process oriented, not enjoying the process, not enjoying your own life? It may be that, on said goal that you have, you are enjoying the process. You're not comparing yourself, judging yourself. You're not caught up in social conditioning, worrying about, the little things getting caught up. You may be enjoying the process, but where else in your life are you not being process oriented? It could be something as small as a daily task. Why aren't you invested in your life in everything you do? It's another blind spot that comes up a lot, is that people aren't being process oriented across the board. They may be process oriented in something that they're passionate about, but then when it comes to a menial task that they've been conditioned to view as, less favorable, then they're not process oriented in there. And that poison dripping that you're doing to yourself, imposing upon you whatever skewed perspective, you're wearing some goggles that are telling you, oh, well, I need to worry about the outcome. I gotta care about being meticulous and the way other people are viewing me. And that clouds your judgment. That skewed filter on your vision takes you away from being able to be process oriented in the little things, and that turns into poison dripping because you're like, oh, well, if I'm not enough and I need to care about the outcome in this, then it must apply to other things in my life. I should care about other things, and in areas that you may be doing perfectly fine in, and you may be loving the process oriented, enjoying it every step of the way. Slowly over time, that poison dripping, that toxic habit that you're letting grow on the side, where you're judging yourself, being self-critical and analyzing and caring about the outcome, worrying about it, will then start to seep into other areas of your life. That subtle in the back of your head, where your daily tasks that you don't really put that much effort into, you don't enjoy as much, will seep over into other avenues of your life, because that perspective, when something comes up that's a trigger in your purpose, in your passion, will then grab a foothold and be like, oh, well, now I can make you care about the outcome here too. Ah, yes, and it'll pull you down, it'll drag you down, it'll stifle you. It'll change the perspective of which you're viewing your goals, and it'll diminish that sense of groundedness that you had before. And that's just another way that the social conditioning can creep in and turn into poison dripping. But